Hello, today we're going to be looking at percentage increase. A percentage increase is when you start with 100% and then add on a percentage. For example, my dog used to weigh 20 kilos. His weight increased by 30%. What is his current weight? So what this problem is saying is, we're starting with an initial value, 20 kilos, which is 100% of the weight. And then we're going to add another 30% on. So the goal of this question is to find 130%. That's the final goal. So what I suggest we do is we start simple. We start with 10%. 10% of 20 kilos is 2 kilos. What I can then do is times both sides by 3. And this will give me 30%. So 30% of 20 kilos is 6 kilos. So going back to the context of the question, if the dog weighed 20 kilos to start with, and it's gained another 6 kilos, it must weigh 26 kilos. So my dog now weighs 26 kilos. So by finding a smaller percentage such as 10%, we were able to find 30% quite easily and then add that on to find the 130%. So my tip to you is finding smaller percentages like 10% and 1% can be helpful for calculating a percentage increase mentally. Let's try another example. So a flight to Tokyo cost $1,200 in March 2024. The ticket price is expected to increase by 27% by November 2024. Calculate the cost of a ticket in November. So what's the goal of this question? Well, first of all, we've got 100%, and we're trying to find out what 27% is for a total of 127%. So this is the goal. What is 127% of the current price? So let's start with some basics. We know that 10% of 1,200 is $120. All we had to do was divide by 10 to get that. Now, from here, I could work out 20% by timesing by 2. So 20% of $1,200 is $240. Now, that 7% is a little trickier to get, so what I suggest we do is we find 1%. So just divide your 10% answer by 10 again. 1% of 1,200 is $12. So now that we know 1%, if we want to find 7%, all we'll have to do is times both sides by 7. So 7% of $1,200 is $84. Now this is why I really like this method. If I want to find 27%, all I have to do is add the 20% value and the 7% value together. So $240 plus $84 will give me $324. That is 27%. So let's take that answer and use it in the question. $1,200 plus $324 is $1,524. So the flight would cost $1,524. So to answer any percentage increase problem mentally, I highly suggest finding 10% and 1% and using those to find those trickier percentages. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you need any help at all, just leave a comment down below. Apart from that, hope you have a wonderful day.